Let's cut the BS around the ketogenic diet and simplify things once and for all. The keto diet involves a high intake of fats, moderate proteins, and very low carbohydrates. The principle behind keto is to keep your blood glucose low to achieve weight loss through ketosis. Basically, ketosis is when your body gets energy by breaking down fats and turning it into ketones, which it can use as fuel. Now, your body's favourite energy source isn't actually ketones, it's glucose, which is quicker and more efficient to metabolize. Glucose is the fuel your body makes from carbohydrates, and it's stored as glycogen in your liver and your muscles. So when glycogen levels are running low, your body will turn to your fat reserves for energy. The less carbs you eat, the less glycogen stores your body has, and that's when ketosis becomes an option. Hi, I'm Stacey Jones, head coach at Bodysmart. Our team of dedicated women's weight loss experts is committed to revolutionizing your health, body and mind. Since 2015, we are proud to have transformed the lives of over 3,000 women and are committed to empowering many more with our unique Bodysmart method. So before we can judge a diet, it's important to assess the pros and cons. Let's run through some of the pros of keto. Pro number 1, less hunger. Studies have shown that the keto diet can help with appetite regulation and can lead to a decrease in ghrelin, aka the hunger hormone. This makes sense since a keto diet of mainly fat and protein can be very satiating and make you feel fuller for longer. Pro number 2, weight loss. For many people, weight loss is the fundamental goal when embarking on any diet. The keto diet can help people achieve this by eliminating lots of processed foods, cutting out a whole food group, and dropping water weight to begin with. Some people are also drawn to the simplicity of knowing what they can and cannot eat, and this helps them adhere to the diet and stay in a consistent calorie deficit. Pro number 3. If you've tried conventional low-calorie diets, scrapping the low-fat approach can be very appealing.
Sounds good to me.
Keto allows you to eat some indulgent things like cheese, bacon, cream, salmon, and other fat-rich foods. It can be really refreshing for those that have always wanted to eat these things but felt like they shouldn't. Pro number 4. It can help with existing health problems and focus. Studies suggest ketosis can help to normalize blood sugar and improve insulin sensitivity for people with type 2 diabetes or pre-diabetes. There's also evidence linking the keto diet to controlling epilepsy. Also, some people enjoy the improvement in mental focus that comes from a low-carb diet, as well as a reduction in energy crashes after meals. But wait, don't get carried away because you need to balance these pros against the cons. Con number 1, failing to reach ketosis. Keto isn't as simple as randomly reducing your carb intake. It requires measured precision to reach a state of ketosis, and there are many people out there who may claim to be doing keto but have never actually reached this metabolic state. It typically takes 2 to 4 days to enter ketosis, and this only happens if you eat less than 50 grams of carbs or so per day. And if you eat one carb-heavy meal, you could be back to square one in a flash. Con number 2, keto flu and potential low energy. Keto flu refers to the typical symptoms that people experience in their first few days of keto. So beware of some potential nasty side effects in your first week. A limited carb intake is also going to impact your training performance. In the beginning, training sessions will feel very hard and recovery will be slower. Con number 3, it's difficult to sustain long term. Keeping up a low carb, high fat split is not easy. For many, it's a big diet shift that massively restricts your eating options, especially when eating out or socializing. While it may seem feasible for a couple of weeks, the difficulty of staying on a keto diet might make it more of a short-term option.
I can't go on like this!
Once people stop doing keto, they tend to return to their previous eating habits and regain any weight they may have lost. This can cause a frustrating cycle of on keto and off keto, with no long-term success. Con number 4, the consequences of severe restriction. Striving for ketosis is going to mean a lot of carby foods are off limits, and cutting out a whole food group can cause a range of problems, including constipation.
That's just nasty.
And nutrient deficiencies thanks to the lack of fruit and vegetables. Highly restrictive diets like keto require a lot of mental effort and can be boring and antisocial, as well as creating a poor relationship with food. The question is, where does Bodysmart stand on the keto diet? Without knowing you, your body and your lifestyle, I can't tell you whether this diet is right for you. There is anecdotal and scientific evidence that backs some of the advantages of this diet. So it might be a good tool for some people, and it will most likely lead to weight loss in the short term. However, remember when I talked about glycogen stores and how you need to burn through these before ketosis can start? So when glycogen levels are running low, your body will turn to your fat reserves for energy. Well, the dramatic weight drop that people see when they start keto is largely due to the fact that they've burned through those glycogen stores. As soon as they begin eating carbs again, the body will very quickly replenish these stores and the scales will jump back up. This can reaffirm that carbs are a problem and lead to a very negative relationship with food. It's also important to know that this diet isn't recommended for pregnant women, children, anyone with a low BMI, or those at risk of hypoglycemia. Just because it appears to work for other people does not mean it's right for you. You need to assess whether keto is right for your lifestyle and your goals. At Bodysmart, we prefer a more balanced approach, one that will teach you the skills you need to achieve long-term success. Rather than the severe restriction that keto brings and the impacts this can have on your health, mindset and social life, we want you to enjoy food and feel great, whilst also reaching your weight loss goals and beyond.
It makes perfect sense.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and let us know in the comments what other diets you'd like us to cut the BS on. Next up in our diet series, Weight Watchers.